So our top five today is bad movies that actually deserve a remake.
Okay.
Now I threw that up there, and I threw some other good ones up there from the poll on Twitter, and you guys voted for this one. I really thought somebody would do arcade movies, but I guess not.
That's our integrity, because we didn't really want to do this category, but we're doing it for you. We're doing it for you.
So, Terrence, go first.
All right, so I was totally against this category because bad movies don't deserve to be remade.
Not necessarily. That's not necessarily true.
They don't deserve to be remade. I think they should die and whatever happened to them, and I think that we should come up with different ideas, and if it's similar in some way, that's fine, but it does not have to be a remake of whatever the piece of crap was out there to begin with. Now, my top five. Number 5. Transformers, the piece of crap that it was.
The first one?
All of them.
Dark of the Moon was good.
All of them. All of them.
Wow.
I don't even have words for this.
Well, that's what the last night is. It's the last night of those bad Transformers.
There you go. All of them. Let's just start fresh. Give me a brand new one. Heck, give me another animated one. I would be all right with that. After playing the whole new Transformers game out there, when they did the cell shading and they give you the whole 1980s or 85 animation, it was like, that's what we want to see. We don't want to see these overcomplicated Transformers that Michael Bay keeps throwing up on screen. You know what? Give me a Transformers film without Michael Bay. I don't know. He makes $1 billion. Okay, I'm on a rant. I'm a Transformer rant. I'm done with that. Number 4. Catwoman.
That's actually good.
Because as a solo film, it just didn't pan out. I love Halle Berry. She's a great actress. Just what they did with that story and the character just didn't work. And I think the character itself is iconic enough, especially with the announcement of Harley Quinn having her own solo film. Catwoman needs one. I mean, do it right, do it good. And so it brings me to Number 3. So I'm gonna not go a bunch of superhero films with this and say all the bad superhero films need remakes.
Just Transformers.
Yeah, just Transformers. All right, but I wanted to go a little back to my childhood, and one movie that I never really got, but it actually went on and made a franchise. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And I think,
but that wasn't a bad movie. That was a good movie.
Says you.
All right.
Says you. And probably everybody else that went to go see that movie except me.
Awesome. I like that movie.
I mean, I didn't really get it. It wasn't, and it was like, for the time, I guess the CGI was great with the perspective.
Honey, I need a remake.
And Honey, I need a remake. But anyway, technology after seeing Hobbit films and what they can do now, even going back to practical effects, since we're now back in the age of practical effects, they can do it kind of like what they did now, but better, because now they can mix in CG to make it a little bit more real, more lifelike. The bugs don't have to look weird like they looked in the movie. Anyway.
Number 2.
Super Mario Brothers.
Well, they're doing the animated.
They haven't specifically said they're doing a Super Mario Brothers film, so I can leave it to Nintendo just to do other characters and not do Super Mario Brothers. Do Super Mario Brothers. Give me a live-action Super Mario Brothers.
Will Christopher Nolan direct the reimagining of Super Mario Brothers?
That would be awesome. In a real world, a Christopher Nolan world, an Inception, Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan world.
Plumbers.
Super Mario Brothers.
The plumbers save New York.
They won't be these weird dragon lizard type deal thingies.
With the small heads.
Those were supposed to be Goombas. Did you know that?
That's awful. Dennis Hopper. What did you do?
Dennis Hopper as Bowser.
Yeah.
Or was he King Koopa in this one? Because they had the change between King Koopa. No, I think he was King Koopa.
Well, he was Snoozer to me.
Before they called him Bowser.
He was Snoozer to me because that put me to sleep.
Oh man.
But I love you, Legs.
John Leguizamo.
Love you, Legs. You're still the best. I just bought Ghetto Clown. It's amazing.
It needs another live action film. I think we could do a better job than what we did, because hell, it was like 30 years ago that film came out. We can do a way better job now. Nintendo, let them make another live action film. Number one, Sucker Punch. That movie had a lot of potential to be good.
That's a good
But
one.
it was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And if we take all the CGI parts where the action scene...
Actually, just the action sequence, the whole fantasy world
If we
awesome.
take the fantasy world and splice it together into one film...
It's amazing.
For like 30 minutes of what it was, that's an awesome film. That other crap was boring, confusing, we didn't know what, because they kept changing the story and changing the reality. I mean, like, with the backstory just was all over the place. I'm sorry, it sucked so bad, and I don't hate movies, and I don't hate this movie because it had 30 minutes of good stuff to it, but it needs a remake, and please do it now.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Emily Browning. That was hotness right there. But anyway, all right. Well, that's some pretty good ones. I forgot all about Sucker Punch, but
Sucker Punch.
All right. So my number 5.
Such punch.
Number 5, and this isn't exactly a bad movie. I actually liked. I actually liked the original, but I can see, there are some elements of it that needs to be changed, and that's Spawn. Spawn definitely needs a remake. I did like
it. Needs a.
Hey, but John Leguizamo again. What's up, John? What's going on, legs? Anyway, but he was actually, I loved him as the clown, but that first go around being PG-13, pretty much getting away from everything that Todd McFarlane built so hard, especially not including characters like Cable, things like Cable who? Cable.
What Cable?
And Cable and Spawn.
Cable had nothing to do with Spawn.
Cable? Are you kidding me? And you call yourself a Spawn fan?
Cable didn't have anything to do with Spawn.
Cable was in Spawn. He fought with Al Simmons in the war, remember? And he comes back, he's got the cross.
Chapel, Cable,
that guy. Okay. Anyway,
you're talking to a guy who is a Spawn fanatic. It's Chapel.
Chapel, Cable, upside down, same crap. Anyway, but that one definitely deserved a remake. Absolutely, definitely deserves a remake. Number 4, you might not agree with me on this one, but Demons. Dario Argento's Demons, and I actually have that on my top 5 horror.
I don't think I've actually even seen it. I think I made that comment last time. I've never seen Demons.
Dario Argento's Demons is absolutely freaking awesome. I mean, the effects for its day, if you look at it now, you're going to say, oh man, that's horrible, but it's actually really good. And if they get the same type of effects and makeup that they did for the remake of Evil Dead, that's a hell of a movie right there. And, what creepier, I work in a movie theater, but there are elements of a movie theater, you're in the dark, you don't know what's going on, so anything can happen. If you've ever seen an American Werewolf in London, there's a scene in the movie theater. It's pretty, there's some scary stuff in there sometimes.
If we get Sam Raimi to do it,
that would be awesome. Unless he tries to go Drag Me to Hell with it a little bit, because that was a good movie too. But anyway, so
yeah, too much CGI.
Definitely Demons. If you haven't seen the original, check it out. Number 3, Tango and Cash.
That's not a bad movie. You gave me crap about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Tango and Cash is a good movie.
Tango and Cash
is a great movie.
Listen, Tango and Cash was good. It was okay, but it had way too many freaking one-liners. It was like...
It was the age of one-liners.
It doesn't matter. I would like to see Tango and Cash remade with The Rock as Tango and Stone Cold Steve Austin as Cash. That would be awesome.
WWE Studios?
Yeah, no, WWE Studios. I'm pretty sure The Rock's got connections now. So definitely that remake with those two guys in those roles would be freaking awesome. I don't know who would play Jack Palance's role. But that, regardless, that would be such a... Do you mind? So wait, you minus some things out, like those freaking one-liners.
So wait, is The Rock Stallone or Kurt Russell?
He would be Stallone.
He'd be Stallone.
He's Tango. Does Austin look like a Tango or does he look like a Cash?
I'm not even considering Austin being in this movie.
No, hell yeah, he would be awesome. He would be awesome. Forget it. All right, so that was fun. Now, okay, you're definitely not gonna agree on this one. Number 2, The Big Hit.
The Big Hit?
The Big Hit with Marky Mark, freaking Bokeem Woodbine.
Oh God, God.
Okay, now.
Okay, yeah, that's not a good movie.
No, it's not that good of a movie. Now, but the premise is awesome. When you have these 4 assassins that do this plan of kidnapping a rich man's daughter or whatever, and it turns out to be their boss's goddaughter. So if he sent the freaking assassins to go after all 4 guys, not just freaking Marky Mark, all 4 guys and they had to fight all these different assassins, that would be an awesome movie. You take out the freaking beat off element that freaking Bokeem Woodbine's always talking about beating off all the time, and you take out the freaking stupid King Kong Lives, your videos overdue crap. If you take and then Marky Mark being a complete loser to freaking Christina Applegate, you take out all of that crap.
So basically just give me a new movie.
Exactly. But the same premise.
A new movie with the same title. Because
Exactly.
If you take out all that crap, which is basically what that movie was.
Right. That's what I mean.
Just write me a new movie
but
and
the
just put that title on it.
But the premise of the movie is awesome. They
Give me
just
another
completely screwed it
assassin
up.
movie and put Call to
I mean, dude,
do everything except all of the movie.
hey, do all of it, but completely different. So that was my number 2.
Oh my god.
My number 1, and you are definitely going to agree with me on this one. My number 1 is The Game of Death by Bruce Lee with Bruce Lee.
No!
Listen.
I'm not gonna agree with
Just
that.
listen to me.
Are we gonna CGI Bruce?
No,
I
listen to
don't agree
me.
with
Just
that.
listen to me. Now, The Game of Death, you have, you have these gangsters and this and that against Bruce Lee. He accidentally gets shot. He comes, blah blah blah. But the story was decent. It had so many good elements, but Bruce Lee died. He shot the ending first. So the rest of it he didn't do.
Right.
So you had a different actor. You had cutouts of Bruce Lee's picture over the actor's face like a mask.
That was so funny.
And then you had a lot of scenes from previous Hong Kong movies
Right.
that they integrated in certain scenes that
they were
actually.
determined to finish that.
Yeah, they were determined to finish it. So they used all this stuff on it, and Bruce Lee wasn't even there. So that's why I said you get the same actor. Hopefully you don't die in it, but you get the same actor like Donnie Yen or one of the guys from The Raid or freaking Tony Jaa or somebody like that to start the movie from start to finish and bring back the iconic yellow and black. I know Uma did it in Kill Bill, but still bring it back and have it exactly the same way. Level, different styles. That's amazing.
I see Donnie Yen so different from Bruce though to do it.
Well, he did.
And I know
he did train him. He was at Mon. So.
I know Jet Li did
Jet Li's
Fist
too
of
old.
Legend, and that was almost blasphemy when I heard that one. But I love that movie, so I guess it can be done if they do
Yes,
it
it can
right.
be done.
If they do it right.
Yes.
I mean, Game of Death, even though it wasn't finished, is so more iconic than Chinese Connection.
You are out your mind.
It is.
Best Hong Kong movie.
All right, okay, tell me what he wore in Chinese Connection.
He wore his suit. He wore his gi.
Yeah, what color was it?
It was brown. I watched that movie religiously. Trust me.
But we all know. All right,
yeah,
okay.
brown and black.
Okay,
Brown and black.
yes, okay. You probably would know that. But somebody on the street, they tell me what Bruce wore in Game of Death, whether they've seen it or not. They're already gonna know it was the yellow. It was the yellow
It
jump.
doesn't matter. But do you see my point though?
But it's like it's so that movie's so iconic to Bruce Lee.
If you get one actor to do all that, I mean, that's just the same actor to go through the whole movie and then do it without the cutouts and all that, and he does it.
Obviously, they're not gonna do.
It's a freaking awesome. It'd be an awesome movie. It's a great premise. I would love to end it to hear the freaking the song.
This is up there with remaking Crow.
Oh, but they are remaking Crow.
I mean, but they didn't do Eric Draven Crow. It's like they can't do it.
No, but they're gonna remake.
Oh no, they killed that though. They already killed that idea. Everybody pulled out of it.
Anyway,
everybody pulled out of this movie because nobody wants to do this more.
What are you doing?
Nobody want to do Game of Death. Nobody.
Game of Death.
Nobody. Unless we're Hologram Man, Bruce Lee. If we're doing, I want Marvel, age reducing CGI technology.
We're gonna get Michael Douglas to play Bruce Lee.
Ant-Man technology, Tony Stark being 21 years old technology. I want all that. I like my list.
My list was awesome. I don't care. We want to hear yours. What bad movies need to be remade? They don't necessarily have to be bad, but what movies do you want to see be remade? Maybe even better. Put your comments on the bottom. Anyway.
Whatever.
This is freaking. Oh, can I get a department store credit card for third time?
For damn credit cards.
The limit's like $10. That's all you need.
Hey, you just got approved for $10. You can buy the whole store.
Actually, they're getting really expensive because they're getting popular.
Was it like a Tommy Bahama shirt?
Oh man.
It's Hawaii.